and welcome. You're watching DD India with me, Dibyendu Mondal. Welcome to this special series on the 11 years of Modi government. In this segment, we will be talking about the various schemes of the Modi government, the welfare schemes of the Modi government that has helped empower billion dreams across the country. In this first story, we will look into the healthcare system and how the healthcare system over the last 11 years have transformed and have helped provide affordable healthcare to millions of people across the country. But at the heart of this healthcare transformation in India is the flagship Ayushman Bharat. Let's take a look at this story as to how the healthcare system has transformed under the Modi government in the last 11 years.
देश के गरीब से गरीब व्यक्ति को, सामान्य जन को, सामान्य मानवी को भी आरोग्य की सुविधा मिले, मुफ्त में मिले।
Ayushman Bharat was launched with the vision of achieving universal health coverage by 2030. The mission is anchored on two key pillars. The first is the creation of health and wellness centers or HWCs to provide comprehensive primary healthcare services closer to home. The second is the Pradhan Mantri Jan Arogya Yojana or PMJ, a massive public health insurance program that offers financial protection for hospitalization expenses. Together, these two arms of the scheme aim to shift India's healthcare approach from illness to wellness. Health and wellness centers form the foundation of India's new primary healthcare network. As of April 2024, over 1.72 lakh HWCs were operational across the country, surpassing the initial target of 1.5 lakh. These centers are staffed by trained health workers and offer free diagnostics, medicines, and services for maternal and child care, non-communicable diseases, mental health, and elderly care. They are designed not just to treat illnesses, but also to promote awareness and early detection, especially in rural and underserved areas. The second component, PMJ, is the world's largest publicly funded health assurance program. It provides cashless and paperless hospitalization coverage of up to Rs 5 lakh per family per year, covering more than 55 crore Indians, primarily the poor and vulnerable. Since its launch in September 2018, the scheme has facilitated over 7.4 crore hospital admissions with more than 34 crore Ayushman cards issued. Today, nearly 30,000 hospitals, including private and public institutions, are empaneled under the scheme, providing access to quality care across the country. The government's commitment to Ayushman Bharat is reflected in its budgetary allocations. In the Union Budget 2024-25, over 7,500 crore rupees were allocated specifically for PMJ, a 4.2% increase from the previous year. In a major policy shift, the centre approved health insurance coverage under PMJ for all citizens aged 70 and above, regardless of their income or socio-economic status. This expansion is expected to benefit nearly 6 crore elderly Indians, providing a crucial safety net in their later years. One of the key objectives of Ayushman Bharat is to reduce India's historically high out-of-pocket expenditure on healthcare, which accounted for nearly 68% of total health spending in 2017. By offering free services through HWCs and cashless hospitalization via PMJ, the scheme is gradually lowering the financial burden on families and helping prevent medical bankruptcies, an all too common phenomena in the past. The success of Ayushman Bharat also rests on strong digital infrastructure and strategic partnerships. The National Health Authority, which implements the scheme, has collaborated with Google, Uber, Ola, Cipla, and the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, among others, to improve digital reach fraud prevention, medicine access, and scheme delivery. The Asian Development Bank has extended a $300 million loan to strengthen primary healthcare, while global partners like the World Bank and GIZ are offering technical and policy support. Looking forward, the government aims to build on the existing momentum. Plans are underway to expand telemedicine services, integrate more Ayush-based wellness centers, and roll out free diagnostics and essential medicines on a wider scale. With 12,500 Ayush health and wellness centers also being set up under the mission, the scheme is expected to evolve into a more holistic and inclusive healthcare model. From doorstep wellness checks to cashless surgeries in top hospitals, Ayushman Bharat represents one of the boldest healthcare reforms in India's history. The scheme's expanding reach and consistent budgetary support are helping India move closer to the goal of healthcare for all. For millions of families, it's not just a healthcare card, it's a lifeline.
In a country where food and shelter forms the backbone of social security, there are two flagship schemes. One, the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana, and the second, the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana, looks after just that. One which ensures that no one sleeps hungry and every poor mouth is fed in this country. The other ensures that there is a roof over every head.
Launched in March 2020 at the peak of the COVID-19 lockdown, the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Anna Yojana or PMGKAY became a crucial lifeline for over 80 crore beneficiaries. Under this initiative, 5 kilograms of free food grains are provided each month, over and above the subsidized ration under the National Food Security Act. The centre has extended the scheme for 5 more years from January 1st, 2024, ensuring continued relief to millions of people across India with zero cost to beneficiaries. Across 7 phases, the government allocated over 1,118 lakh metric tons of food grains with a financial outlay of 3.91 lakh crore rupees. With the rollout of the One Nation One Ration Card scheme, portability has been ensured, enabling migrant workers to access their entitlements from anywhere in the country. Digitization efforts have also borne fruit, with 100% digitized ration card data, over 99.8% Aadhaar seeding, and 5.41 lakh fair price shops automated via EPOS devices.
भाजपा ने गरीब कल्याण की कई योजनाओं के विस्तार का भी संकल्प किया है। मोदी की गारंटी है कि मुफ्त राशन की योजना आने वाले 5 साल तक जारी रहेगी। गरीब के भोजन की थाली पोषण युक्त हो और उसके मन को संतोष देने वाली हो और एफोर्डेबल ही और सस्ती भी हो।
Parallel to food security, housing has been another critical pillar. Since 2015, the Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana Urban has been working toward the goal of housing for all. Implemented through 4 verticals like beneficiary-led construction and in situ slum redevelopment, the scheme ensures each home has basic amenities, toilets, water, electricity, and a kitchen. The mission promotes women ownership with a special focus on vulnerable sections including transgenders, single women, differently abled, and minorities. In rural India, the PMAY Grameen, launched in April 2016, aims to build Pakka houses with essential facilities for the houseless and those living in Kacha homes. With the latest cabinet approval An additional 2 crore houses are planned between 2024 and 2029 with an allocation of 3.06 lakh crore rupees. As of March 2025, 3.56 crore houses have been sanctioned and over 2.72 crore completed. 74% of homes are either solely or jointly owned by women, and 60% of the target is earmarked for SC/ST families.
आज मध्य प्रदेश में सामूहिक गृह प्रवेश का ये समारोह 2.25 लाख गरीब परिवारों के लिए तो अपने जीवन का यादगार पल है ही, देश के हर बेघर को अपना पक्का घर देने के लिए भी एक बड़ा कदम है। आज का ये कार्यक्रम मध्य प्रदेश सहित देश के सभी बेघर साथियों को एक विश्वास देने वाला भी पल है। जिनका अब तक घर नहीं, एक दिन उनका भी घर बनेगा।
Technology has been a silent enabler. From Aadhaar-based face authentication to geotagging, the system ensures transparency and accountability. The new Aavas Plus 2024 app is helping verify new beneficiaries, while DBT payments ensure zero leakage. Schemes like MG Narega, Swachh Bharat, Jal Jeevan Mission, and Surya Ghar have been seamlessly integrated, making each home a hub of development. Whether it's 5 crore tribal citizens being uplifted through the Dharti Aaba Abhiyan or landless beneficiaries getting homes for the first time, the push for food and shelter is no longer piecemeal. It's a nationwide movement. These schemes go beyond welfare. They aim for empowerment, dignity, and a new social contract between the state and the citizen.
Women have been the center of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's governance, and in the last 11 years, Prime Minister Narendra Modi's government has taken enough measures and have put in place enough schemes to empower women across the country. From providing clean kitchens and clean toilets, and also from providing financial security to educating girl child, women have featured in the center of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's governance.
Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana PMUY. Launched in 2016, the Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana provides the free LPG connections to women from BPL households. Over 8 crore connections were given in the first phase, followed by Ujjwala 2.0 in 2021 with 75 lakh more. The 2023-24 budget added a target of 1 crore additional connections. The scheme has improved women's health, reduced indoor pollution, and given women more time for income-generating work. In 2023, the government also announced a subsidy of 200 rupees per cylinder for up to 12 refills per year, easing the burden on household budgets. Lakhpati Didi Initiative. Under the National Rural Livelihoods Mission, the Lakhpati Didi Initiative aims to help 3 crore rural women earn at least 1 lakh rupees annually by training women in tailoring, mushroom farming, LED bulb making and more. The scheme is fostering grassroots entrepreneurship.
इस बार बजट में भारत सरकार ने एक योजना बनाई है। वो योजना 2 साल के लिए है। वो योजना ऐसी है कि जो बहनें बैंक के अंदर कुछ पैसे जमा कराएगी, एफडी करवाएगी, तो उनको अतिरिक्त ब्याज दिया जाएगा। सिर्फ बहनों के लिए एक विशेष ब्याज की योजना से 2 साल के लिए एक स्कीम बनाई है। मैं चाहूँगा, अब आप लखपति दीदी हो गई हैं, सोना ही खरीदते रहेंगे क्या? थोड़े पैसे जमा कीजिए।
Namo Drone Didi scheme. Aimed at merging technology with empowerment, the Namo Drone Didi scheme was announced in 2023. It equips women from self-help groups with agri-drones and training to promote precision farming. These SHGs receive support for drone purchases, operation, maintenance, and setting up rental services for local farmers. This initiative is placing cutting-edge tools in the hands of rural women, making them active participants in India's agri-tech revolution. From clean kitchens to coded drones, from savings accounts to startup dreams, women are rising as central agents of change. These schemes are not just about welfare. They're about creating a self-reliant, empowered Nari Shakti, one that is shaping India's development story.
The demographic dividend of any country is both a challenge and opportunity for the government. But however, the Modi government in the last 11 years have been able to harness this opportunity, from providing skills to entrepreneurial freedom to the youth of this country. The 11 years policy of the Modi government has reshaped and empowered the youth of this country. Take a look at this report for more details.
Launched in 2015, the Skill India mission aims to make India the skilled capital of the world. One of its key components is the Pradhan Mantri Kaushal Vikas Yojana, which has trained over 1.5 crore candidates across trades like healthcare, construction, and electronics. Now in its third phase, the focus is on district-level training and linking it to local jobs. Courses are industry-aligned and delivered by accredited training partners. To uplift traditional artisans, the PM Vishwakarma Yojana was launched in 2023. It supports craftsmen like blacksmiths, carpenters, and potters with skill training, modern toolkits, concessional loans of up to 3 lakh rupees, and digital market access. It's a step towards blending heritage with enterprise. In 2022, the government launched Rozgar Mela, a mass recruitment drive to fill over 10 lakh government vacancies. These events, held across India, directly connect ministries with job seekers. Complementary portals like ASEEM and NCS further assist with job listings, career guidance, and skill mapping. The Startup India initiative, launched in 2016, promotes entrepreneurship with tax exemptions, easier compliance, and funding access. Over 1.3 lakh startups have been recognized across sectors like fintech and green energy. For women and SC/ST entrepreneurs, schemes like Stand Up India offer bank loans of 10 lakh rupees to 1 crore rupees. Rural livelihoods are also in focus. Mudra Yojana provides collateral-free loans to micro-entrepreneurs. Lakhpati Didi helps SHG women scale their businesses. Namo Drone Didi trains rural women in drone use for agri-services, a leap into future-ready farming. From skilled workers to self-starters, artisans to agri-tech pioneers, these schemes are powering a new India. As the economy and technology evolve, the goal is clear: enable youth not just to find jobs, but to create them.
India's agricultural sector, deeply rooted in tradition, is fast becoming a story of transformation. Over the last 11 years, farmers has been at the center and at the heart of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's governance. The Modi government over the last 11 years have rolled out immense number of schemes for the welfare of the farmers. The schemes also focused on securing livelihoods, improving farm productivity, as well as giving credit.
PM Kisan, the world's largest direct benefit transfer scheme for farmers, has transferred over rupees 3.46 lakh crore to 11 crore beneficiaries. Rupees 6,000 a year that supports crucial farming cycles. Agriculture credit has soared by 349% in 10 years, hitting rupees 25.48 lakh crore in 2023-2024. Under PM Fasal Bima Yojana, rupees 1.7 lakh crore in claims have been settled, offering relief from droughts, floods and pest damage. With DigiClaim and online redressal systems, claims are now faster and more transparent. MSPs continue to secure prices: 2,300 rupees for paddy, 2,425 rupees for wheat, both at least 1.5 times the production cost. Water-efficient farming is on the rise. Over 95 lakh hectares use micro-irrigation under the Per Drop More Crop scheme. In the last year, 75 lakh soil samples were tested and 53 lakh soil health cards issued. Infrastructure is expanding rapidly. Over 84,000 projects worth 51,000 crore rupees have been approved under the Agriculture Infrastructure Fund, including cold chains and warehouses. More than 9,180 FPOs are helping small farmers access better markets and reduce input cost. The Digital Agriculture Mission is driving innovation with AgriStack, AI tools and advisory systems. The eNAM platform connects 1,410 mandis across 23 states and 4 UTs, clocking over 4 lakh crore rupees in trade. India is diversifying beyond staples. Under the Horticulture Mission, 14 lakh hectares are now under fruits, vegetables and spices. The Edible Oils Mission aims to produce 69.7 million tons of oilseeds by 2030. Beekeeping clusters and honey labs are sweetening incomes in rural areas. Namo Drone Didi is empowering 15,000 women, SHGs, with drone training for crop spraying and analytics. With 1,261 crore rupees allocated, each group is expected to earn up to 1 lakh rupees annually, ushering in a new era of women-led agri-tech. Bureau Report, DD India.
The last 11 years of the Modi government has focused on the welfare and empowerment of all sections of society, from empowering the youth to women, from providing livelihood, securing homes, and also from bettering the lives and livelihoods of the farming community of India. This is a story of the last 11 years of transformation, of building a new India, a Vikasit Bharat. Thank you for watching this special broadcast on DD India. This is Dibyendu Mondal signing off from New Delhi.